In the lush green hills of Aburi lived a boy named Yaw Ntim. His feet were calloused from walking barefoot, his hands stained from helping on the cocoa farm, but in his eyes was a quiet fire. Yaw was the last born of 5 children in a family that had nothing but their good name and the rhythm of hard work. His father, Opanyin Kwesi Ntim, believed that land was loyal to those who only woke up before the rooster. His mother, Amasewa, taught Yaw proverbs not just from books, but from life. One day, as the village elders gathered under the mango tree for storytelling, little Yaw, only 9 years old, blurted out, "One day I'll build roads that even the rain cannot destroy." They laughed kindly. Hey, small boy wants to fight rain and potholes. But Yaw didn't laugh. He meant it. That day, he began drawing roads in the dirt with a stick. Yaw's days were long. Wake at 4:30 a.m., fetch water, help his father prune the cocoa trees, walk 2 kilometers to school in worn sandals with one broken strap. Still, he never missed a class. At night, he would study under a dim kerosene lamp with more smoke than light. His textbooks were hand-me-downs with missing pages. On most nights, he fought sleep after working the farm. Yet, he kept showing up to class. Homework done, questions ready. His motivation? A dream, a picture in his mind of a better life. Not just for himself, but for his family and his village. But motivation is just like sunrise. It shows up, then fades. What remained when it did was the habit of showing up. That was discipline. He failed the BECE on his first attempt. The entire household fell into silence. His siblings whispered that maybe farming was his destiny. But his mother sat him down and said, "Yaw, the lion does not retreat just because it missed once. Go again." So he did. He studied all over again, waking even earlier, eating even less. He passed, not top of his class, but enough to enter into Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. His parents sold a small plot of land to buy him a mattress and provisions. The family sent him off with prayers. Accra was fast, unforgiving. Pisek was filled with boys whose parents were engineers, lawyers, diplomats. They wore perfumes and quoted philosophers. Yaw, he felt invisible. He often skipped meals to read books at the library. He washed clothes for his roommates in exchange for extra provisions. During break time, he stayed back to revise. At night, when the other boys slept, Yaw's pen scratched the paper like a drum, practicing alone in the dark. When he cried, he did it quietly under his bedsheet. But never, not once, did he skip a study session. He stuck to his schedule like a sacred ritual. When others studied only before exams, Yaw studied daily, not out of excitement, but out of habit. He passed his WASSCE with distinction and gained admission to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology to study civil engineering. But trouble waited there too. In his second year, his father fell ill and could no longer farm. The money stopped. Yaw couldn't pay fees. He moved into a crowded hostel and took jobs. He cleaned lecture halls before dawn and worked security at a church on weekends just to buy paper and data for online tutorials. He built a routine that kept him grounded. Prayer, reading, assignments, sleep, over and over. Even when nothing seemed to be changing. He graduated with honors, but for 2 years after graduation, no job came. He knocked on office doors in Tema, Osu, and East Legon, only to be told, "We are not hiring, leave your CV." Life was hard. He sold second-hand phone chargers at Circle during the day, yet each evening he would sit with his books, updating his engineering portfolio and learning new software tools. He volunteered on construction sites just to gain experience, sometimes going home with cement dust in his hair and nothing in his pocket. That's when the breakthrough came. In Dodowa, while building a school library with a local NGO, Yaw was supervising the alignment of concrete blocks when an old man in flowing kente stopped to observe. "Who trained you?" the man asked. "I trained myself, sir, in the streets." The man was Nana Adokwe, CEO of Kwei Engineering Group, one of Ghana's most respected construction firms. He watched Yaw for a week. Then he said, "You've got the fire, but more than that, you've got rhythm. The rhythm of a man who doesn't stop dancing even when the drum is silent." He hired Yaw on the spot. Within years, Yaw climbed the ranks. From site supervisor to project manager, he worked across the country, building bridges, drainage in the Volta region, and schools in neglected towns. His magnum opus came a decade later, a climate resilience bridge connecting Aburi to Koforidua, the very road he once walked to school. On the day of commissioning, the president himself cut the ribbon, and when Yaw was handed the National Medal for Infrastructure, he stood and spoke slowly. "Passion will push you. Motivation will excite you. But when both leave and the will, it is discipline that carries you through. I am not here because I felt like working every day. I am here because I worked anyway." Motivation may spark your journey, but it won't always last. The real heroes, they keep going even when the drum falls silent. So remember this: when passion fades and the road gets lonely, it's not a feeling that will carry you, it's discipline. Show up, stay steady, keep building, just like Yaw. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message. And let us know in the comments, what part of your life is waiting on discipline to finally grow?